Hi and welcome back to Tales Against Humanity, r// I don't work here lady. In today's episode, I almost got fired after having given my 2 weeks a month and a half prior, got manager demoted instead. IDWHL, I work with you. I don't work there anymore. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I almost got fired after having given my 2 weeks a month and a half prior, got manager demoted instead. I worked as a hostess during college at a big chain restaurant that had a huge staff. My location was the management training location for our region, so we had a lot of new managers cycling in and out. Most of them were promoted servers or bartenders from different locations and had no management experience prior to this. I never loved working at this location as a lot of the new managers were on a little bit of a power trip, kind of comes with the territory as new managers, so after a year of being berated for issues that were completely out of my control, I finally got a new job and put in my 2 weeks. I handed it directly to our GM, thanked her for everything, and was set to leave on good terms with the company. Fast forward 2 weeks and I received a notification that my schedule was set for the following week. I called the restaurant and reminded the on-duty manager that I was no longer an employee, and they would need to put someone else on to fill my spot. They apologized and moved on. Another 2 weeks pass and I get the same notification. I once again call the restaurant to remind them, they again apologize. Before I hang up I say something along the lines of, hey, make sure you make a note of this because I'm going out of country next week, and I won't be able to call if this happens again. They agree, and we end it there. So this is where it gets dramatic. I'm on vacation in Spain, and I get a string of angry texts from a new manager at the restaurant reminding me that I'm 5 minutes late, and if I don't arrive in the next 5 minutes I'll be written up. I text back saying sorry, I know you're new, but I put in my 2 weeks over a month ago, I don't know why I'm still on the schedule. New manager replies saying that although that may be the case, it is absolutely unacceptable that I am missing a shift I am scheduled for, and if I don't come in I will be written up and in bad standing with the company. I respond explaining that I am out of country, and although I am sorry for their situation I am no longer an employee, and there is nothing I can do to help. I then receive a string of at least 15 messages back to back. And let me tell you, they were the most unhinged messages I've ever read. They went from calling me unprofessional to an arrogant brat. Mind you, I never worked with this woman, she started after I left. She accuses me of lying and being lazy, saying that if you quit a job you need to give notice, and I should be ashamed of what I have done to the restaurant. Of course I took screenshots of the conversation and sent them to one of the other managers. Last I heard she was suspended and then demoted back to her original position at a different location. Definitely for the best. IDWHL, I work with you. I used to work in IT for a university, and was there for well over a decade. One day, I had stopped by a big box electronics store to pick up a pair of headphones, when I heard a voice from behind me say, "Excuse me, can you help me? I want to buy a computer for my son, but I don't really know what most of this means." I turned around and saw a familiar face. It's one of the managers from the AV group that works in the office next to mine, and has worked there at least as long as I have. We've met many times. Let's call her Sue. I assume she has recognized me, knows I do computer things, and hopes I can help. I've got nothing else to do, so I say sure, and spend probably a half hour giving her PC 101 and making recommendations. She even gets her son on the phone, and I talk to him about what he does on the PC, and what games he plays, so we can make sure it suits him. I discuss the option of online shops that do pre-builts, and even said that if she wanted to do it as a parts buy to save money, and get something more customized, I'd be happy to put it together her. She turned down those options, but finally we found her a computer that met her needs. Sue, you've been really great. I couldn't have done it without you. I should tell your manager how helpful you've been. Me, laughing, that'd be really funny. I'm sure he'd get a kick out of it. Sue, well, I'll tell him right now. Me, confused, you want to call Tom now? I figured you just meant you'd tell him tomorrow at work. Sue, now also confused. Wait, what? What do you mean tomorrow? Just point him out. Me, Sue, you do realize I don't work here, right? Sue, what? I don't understand. Me, I mean I don't work at this store. I thought you knew that. Sue, you don't? Me, no. I work for the IT office at university. You know, with you. Our offices are practically next door to each other. I see you nearly every day. Sue, I suddenly wide with shock. Oh God, you do. I knew you looked familiar, but I couldn't place where. I thought maybe we went to the same church. This is so embarrassing. We had a good laugh, and true to her word, she did indeed tell my manager at the university how much help I'd been. I don't work there anymore. I work in a big office building that houses multiple companies doing tech support. The building has a cafeteria, a convenience store, and a laundry. Because of that, I walked around the building a lot and got to know a lot of people from a lot of different companies. Anyway, I started studying for different certifications to further my career. I eventually got a couple, and was looking for a new job. I applied for one that was for a company I recognized because one of their offices was in the building. I got the job and it happened to be in the same building, so I would be seeing a lot of people from my old company. They were a little upset, but they knew it was for a better opportunity for me and wished me well. Except one person. Enter a customer I used to support, let's call her HP, she always gave me trouble. I run into HP in the hallway with my lunch my hand. HP, where have you been? It's been a week since you were here. My computer's info banner is no working, and you fixed it last time. Muddick 12, yeah. Didn't you hear? I left that company I work with company and now. I've been there a month. HP, ugh hi. Can you still help me? Muddick 12, no. I can't, company B took away all of my access. HP, then can you come by and tell the other people how to fix it? Muddick 12, no. I have to eat my lunch. HP, okay. Come by after lunch then. Muddick 12, seriously? HP, why not? Muddick 12, Company A is paying me. Not Company B. I'm sure I'd get fired if they found out that I was doing work for some else. I walk away. HP, it's not even that much work. Come on. Muddick 12, I can't help you. Go to your help desk. I walk away. I still see her in the hallways sometimes. She just glares at me. I ignore her.